Hi Scorpio, this is your September 19th through September 25th weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the Five of Wands clarified by the World. We have Death. We have the Six of Wands clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. In the potential outcome, we have the Star with the Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups. And we have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aries or an Aquarius or even another Scorpio or any zodiac sign. This is a general reading. You're dealing with the Emperor. Right? The card on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right. The Emperor could be an Aries you're dealing with. If it's not an Aries, then this person is embracing the energy of the Emperor. And the Emperor is usually definitely marriage material. The Emperor is somebody who often comes through as a future husband or a future significant other figure. This person in general got their crap together. They could be a very well-established individual. They could be a boss figure. They may have their own business. They've got everything under control, right? They've got everything under control except for when it comes to you, Scorpio. They definitely do not have you under control. All right, but either way, the Emperor is a fantastic card to have, right? For somebody who is coming towards you. You can always rely on this person. You can always depend on them. They always keep their promises, and they are above all kings, right? Perhaps they're embracing the energy of the Emperor. All right, and we start off with the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands could be a card of competition, so you may have more than one person fighting for your full and undivided attention. And the Emperor is going to be that comes on top, the one who's going to stand out of the crowd, because they are the Emperor, not the Knight, not a King, the Emperor, right? For others of you, if you're dealing with just one person, this is the Emperor fighting for your full and undivided attention with that Five of Wands, right? And perhaps you're making them work. You're making them show you, you're making them prove it to you that it's going to be worth your time and effort. You're making them step up to the game. You're making them accept the challenge, and they will successfully come through. Right? The Five of Wands is clarified by the World. The World is my card of a happy ends. So yes, the Five of Wands is coming to an end, because if you're dealing with two people, you will know who the winner is. That would be the Emperor. Or if you're dealing with just one person, you may say, all right, you've suffered enough. All right, let's give you a chance. You've shown that it's going to be, that you've shown that you're marriage material. You've shown that you mean business. Right? I'm joking about suffering, but am I, Scorpio? Alright, anyway, jokes aside, Death, the next card over, that is your major arcana card, Scorpio. That's you. And it's always a good sign to have your own card in your own reading, especially your own major arcana card. That means you're the one in charge, you're the one calling the shots, and everything pretty much revolves around you. Not that I doubted it, but this is simply a confirmation. So here comes the Six of Wands, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, success. If you're dealing with two people, there's going to be a clear winner, the Emperor that is. If you're dealing with just one person, they will eventually win you over. But it's not really about winning, because like I said, you know what you're doing. You know your worth, you're here in your element in your major arcana card. So yes, eventually they will basically prove you that they're worth your time and effort. And therefore, with the Wheel of Fortune, clarifying the Six of Wands, you guys are starting a new cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana card. We got quite a few major arcana cards on the table, quite a few. A very important person, right, entering your life, a very important week. So yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is always good news in my spreads. Speaking of good news, in the potential outcome, we have the Star with the Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups. The Star is the personal Aquarius card. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, but the Star is a wish come true. Something people usually wish for or hope for a very long time. So yeah, even though if you're dealing with just one person and you're making them work for it, you know that, yeah, this person is, they will deliver. They are a wish come true. They are everything you ever wished for. They are the Emperor, right? The Ten of Cups, right next to, and by the way, you are their wish come true as well. It feels mutual. Speaking of mutual, the Two of Cups right next to the deck. This is a card of unconditional love. It's a card of two people coming together. It's a card of a soulmate connection. So yes, it is mutual. even though you're making them suffer a little bit. All right. Yeah, the Two of Cups is when two people feel the same way towards one another. The Ten of Cups in the middle is a card of family. It's the happily ever after card. It's one of the best cards when it comes to emotionally fulfilling relationships or marriages. Yeah, it's a fantastic card to have. Yeah, I like this spread for you, Scorpio. This put a huge smile on my face. It really did, especially if it is your strategy to make them work for it, which there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. It put a huge smile on my face. So yes, you definitely have a commitment coming up with this person. Really good one, really good one. Emotionally fulfilling one. We got so many commitment and marriage cards in the tarot deck, and the Ten of Cups came out, and you're a water sign, and the Ten of Cups is a water sign indicator. So yes, you're going to be happy. You will feel in your element, and yeah, it's a wish come true. Not going to do an extended for you, Scorpio, because that would be a waste of time. Really happy for you. Congratulations. Scorpio, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Hangman clarified by the Sun. We have the Nine of Cups, the Empress, and the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. To be honest with you, Scorpio, the very first thing I thought of once I was done laying down all these cards was I thought of pregnancy. Right? We do have a page, the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck, which could be a child, and we have the Empress right next to the deck, which could be somebody who is expecting a baby. And in the Sun card all the way to your left, there is a kid riding a horse. Right? So if you've been trying to get pregnant, you may hear some good news, or perhaps this is somebody who is in your family or somebody who is close to you. They could finally be hearing some good news. Right? If it's not about pregnancy, it could be about existing children. Right? You could be a mom, you could be a dad, you could be a grandma or granddad, and you know, perhaps something is going on, something happy. There's just so much happiness here, right? The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. The Nine of Cups in the middle is a card of a wish come true, or a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. The Hangman, it could have been, you know, a card of stagnation, or it could be a card of an epiphany, right? An epiphany that has to do with kids. Perhaps you're looking at your kid and you're thinking, oh, I think you could be a poet. Or perhaps you've noticed something about your child, something they're really good at, and you're like, oh, perhaps we can develop that within you. That's what it kind of feels like. You know, perhaps we can, if they are a good dancer, perhaps you want to, you know, sign them up for ballroom dancing classes or something like that. You get the idea, right? Something that's going to make you really happy. There could also be a message coming in. The Page of Wands could be a message, and that will trigger all this happiness. Perhaps you've been waiting for something. The Hangman could have been a card of, you know, you're waiting for something, nothing happening, and now here finally comes this message, and that triggers happiness. But yeah, it is a very happy reading, right? The Empress is one of the most positive cards in the deck. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Scorpio, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have, also, by the way, keep in mind, we have 6 planets in retrograde, including our beloved Mercury. This is when more exes than usual tend to resurface. We have the Three of Cups, clarified by the Six of Swords. We have Judgment, clarified by Justice. We have the Eight of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Swords, and we also have the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Libra or any zodiac sign. We have 3 out of 4 elements on the table. We don't have any Pentacles, but that does not exclude an Earth sign. I clarified every single card, to be honest with you, because I was hoping to get a court card, but we've got what we got, right? You definitely have somebody trying to get back together with you, right? The Three of Cups, the first card that came out, I think this is a card of a reunion, or a card of a party, a celebration, or an event, or a gathering, or a concert, or a show. If you are going to one of those events, they may also know that you're going to be in attendance, and they will try to sort of intercept you there, or they may invite you over yourself. You know, perhaps they'll get tickets to your favorite band, and you know, they will reach out to you and say, hey, I got these tickets, this and that. You get the idea. The Three of Cups could simply be a reunion. That's what they want. They want to reunite with you. The Six of Swords, clarifying it, this is them coming back to you. Perhaps grass wasn't greener on the other side. I don't know, but here they are, back. Judgment is clarified by Justice. Judgment is a card of somebody coming back from the past. Justice could be a Libra you're dealing with, or Justice is a major apology coming from this person. The Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck is also an apology. So this person must be very sorry. Okay. The Eight of Wands clarified by the Ace of Swords. Yeah, here they come. You know, the Ace of Swords, it could be a very straightforward, very direct conversation they will have with you. The Ace of Swords is the Ace of Truth, and the truth is they want you back, they're very sorry, this and that. And the Ace of Swords is also a card of a new beginning. You know, it's a card of clarity. The Eight of Wands is a card of communication or a card of travel, right? So you will definitely be either hearing or from this person or even seeing them. You know, don't be surprised if they show up. Don't be surprised if they show up. Perhaps all these planets in retrograde are kicking their butt, lighting up the fire underneath it, and here they are. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't see any resistant cards. I don't see any cards you're hesitating, but, you know, free will is always at play. Do expect communication and a very straightforward conversation. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances. Scorpio, this week we have the King of Swords, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Eight of Cups clarified by the Fool, and we also have the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Well, I think I have some sort of bad news for you, Scorpio, because this King of Swords is leaving. Okay, it could be somebody you work with, somebody you do business with, it could be somebody who works for you, but this person is leaving. Okay, the King of Swords could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or this person could be a professional, like a lawyer or a real estate agent, a surgeon, a doctor, you know, somebody who's got a degree. Okay, it could be a contractor, right? And yeah, this person is leaving, right? We got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is them starting a new cycle someplace else. The Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck, this is them trying to make a decision as to what they want to do prior to them leaving, but the decision is to pack up and leave. The Eight of Cups, clarified by the Fool right next to the deck, yeah, they're done, they're gone, they're out the door, they're starting something else. So for whatever reason, the universe thought you should know this. It must be somebody important. Okay, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Scorpio, this week. We have the Eight of Wands, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Six of Cups, and the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What you're not expecting is this King of Pentacles reach out to you. This is somebody you already know. For some of you, it's an ex, but that's for very, very few of you. Not a few, but few. And if it is an ex, it's not the same person we saw in the X spread. Definitely different energies, right? But for most of you, this is just somebody from your past. Somebody you went to school with, you used to work with, somebody you used to be friends with, somebody you used to hang out with, you know, and yeah, you're gonna be hearing from them. Yeah, the King of Pentacles could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Eight of Wands to the left from the King of Pentacles is a card of communication, and it's also a card of travel. They could be in town, back in town, they want to catch up with you. The Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck is also a message, right? And the Six of Cups right next to the deck is a card of somebody from your past. For some of you, like I said, for very few of you, it's an ex. For most of you, it's just somebody whom you'll be really happy to see and catch up with. Alright, so yes, that's what I have for you, Scorpio, for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Scorpio, have an amazing week.